Hello and welcome to a new video on my channel. Today we play Emerald Steel against Ruby Amethyst. I think this matchup is like a bit 50-50. Depends who has the better start. We got our 7 cards in our hand. As you can see, it's not like the best start. We are not holding the Morph. We are just going for the Ursula and the Diablo. It's like really possible to hold for the Morph, to go for that Beast shift. I think in Zan's YouTube tutorial he's like explaining his mulligans, and I think it's a pretty good idea. But like, I tried it out sometimes and it doesn't really work well for me. But maybe I should give it like another try. I also like had some set champs at the moment, and I won this with this deck a lot. The only big problem you have here is the blue-red matchup. As we can see, the opponent has like 1 brawl in his hand, and we know we can't shift our Diablo in this because it will get removed immediately. So the best thing you can do is like play the Ursula. So first like ink one of the 2 ink Ursulas, play them out, maybe remove a card in their hand that they just like top decked, for example Friends. And I think I'm going for it, and I think you can see it on the cam, but I removed like 1 Friends on the other side from his hand, which he top decked right now. I quest for 1. Next turn I will probably play the Ursula first, because the Diablo is like more important for me in this matchup. I will hope that he brawls it. If he doesn't, it's also really good for us, because we can just like let the Storm Rage on him. And yeah. Now the problem we have here, we can't play Diablo and Ursula at the same time, which would be pretty cool. We could go like for the we don't talk about Bruno discard, play the Diablo, sing let the Storm Rage on with Diablo, and hope for an inkable card, but like I don't think that's the best idea you can do here. I think like the more safer version is that I'm just like inking that we don't talk about Bruno, which is by the way signed. I love that card a lot, and we'll just hard cast that Ursula here. And here I'm thinking about the quest, but it doesn't really make sense here, so I'm just like say go and let my opponent play his next few cards to see what he can do here. And I had like a lot of matchups against Emerald Steel. Like the mirror matches are like pretty heavily dependent on the muses and whoever has the Diablo longer on the board. So if you have the Diablo like for 2 or 3 turns on the board, and you're like constantly singing with him and removing opponents' characters, it's like really strong. Here we can see my opponent made like a small mistake. He wanted to quest first with the broom to play another broom and then draw a card. I saw some comments where people like asked for like some explaining of the cards I'm playing, because some people are new to this game and they don't really know what the cards are doing. So next time I will add some like images of the cards so people know what the cards are doing and why I'm playing them. Here I play Let the Storm Rage on, which deals 2 damage, and I'm allowed to draw a card. Ursula sings every song twice, so I'm allowed to like make 4 damage and to draw 2 cards. Sadly, I didn't get the Diablo shift here again, so I'm just like hard casting another Ursula, just to like get that brawl out of way for later. I think the next thing he can do is like quest with the Madam Mim, bounce it with the Madam Mim Fox, destroy my Ursula, and yeah, probably has to pass here. I think this deck has like really good potential, especially if you're good in the mirror match. You will have like a good time at events if you know how to play the Muse as well and how to protect your Diablo. But I think like if you play against red blue, it's like a really hard matchup because the top decks are just insane in this deck, especially if he plays the version where you get like 4 B prepared and 1 Sisu. And especially if he has the ice blocks, it's like not even the hidden cove is saving you from that brawl, for example, and that's pretty sad. So yeah, if you play against Sisu on ice, it's like really hard to win, especially if you go second, and especially if you don't have the perfect line at the start. And that's the only deck I lost to in the last set champs. The first round was against Emerald Steel. The second round was against Blue Red, which I also played it in the final again. And the third round was like Blue Red again, but this time my opponent bricked. I bricked too, so it was like a who has more luck and who draws the final card to win that game kind of round. And yeah, the third round was, I have to think about, I think it was like green purple with that insane good item where he like bounces 1 card from my board to my hand. It made like a really problem in this matchup, but I still won somehow, like with 90-20 law. So yeah, pretty strong card. And then there was a top 4 where I play against Ruby Amethyst, and as I mentioned, if you go first, it's like a really good matchup. I think my opponent also misplayed once, so I was able to draw extra card with Diablo, and I think this won me the game actually. And the last round, as I mentioned, was against Red Blue again with the Season Ice card engine, and that's the deck where you have to pray a bit to win that game because it's really hard. As you can see, my opponent is on 6 ink I think at the moment, so the B prep is coming next turn. I have my second Ursula in the hand, so I will just remove it from here. Especially we played the Anna, which also removed 1 card from his hand. And now here it comes. Be Prepared was in the hand. I don't know if it's like showed on the camera, but yeah, I removed Be Prepared from his hand and was able to secure the win here. First I was thinking to play Strength of Raging Fire, but instead I played like another Hypnosis to remove another card from his hand. And now I'm just like going full quest trying to end that game. And yeah, I think that's it here. Thank you guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, drop some comments, and as I mentioned, in the next few videos I will try to improve some of the pictures so you can actually see what the cards are doing. And yeah, see you guys, bye.